guys, it's me, Danielle Denny Buttons, and I'm back today with my coloring book collection video. I got a request to do this again when I showed my room tour, and I think it's been about 10 months since my last collection video, so I think it's time. A lot of things have probably changed since then. Got rid of some stuff, got some new stuff. We're going to go through it together. I have a stack first of all my Christmas coloring books, and I'm sorry if it's a little bit dark, but I had to turn off my overhead lights because it was directly glaring onto my table. So this is just my old lamp light that I had to adjust. And look, if I went over here, there she is. So we're going to stay over here. Okay, so my first stack, like I said, is all of my Christmas books, or I think all of my Christmas books. We'll see if we find any later as we go through the shelves. But this first one is Creative Haven, Merry Christmas Designs. I've done a few in here. I'm not really going to flip through all of these, as I'm sure everyone says, but these are nice basic ones. Some repetitive patterns. Creative Haven is great for Christmas books because they're so cost effective that these books were probably under $5 each, and I like that math. So there's that one. I kind of have to throw it too far. Hold on, let me get my chair to put the books on after we look at them. Okay, The Night Before Christmas. This is actually a Dover book. I think this is an older one, and I actually have two of these because I bought myself one the same day. My cousin bought me one for a gift, which was really funny. So this is kind of a grayscale book. It's just very line work heavy. So this has the whole story of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, which is really nice. So this will be a fun one to do through the years. I might be whipping some of these out again for Christmas in July. So we might be seeing some of these soon. But I'm going to actually give the second copy to a friend because I don't necessarily need two. Then we have Creative Haven Vintage Christmas Windows. I did not do this one yet, but this is just different stores with their Christmas displays. So in theory, a florist and a toy shop, I guess. Santa's workshop. Just a nice old-timey street. I don't know. A lot of these are vintage cars. So I like this one. Haven't gotten to use it yet, but look forward to doing that this year. Joanna's Christmas. Everyone had to get all the Joanna books. I've done a few in here. Here's my favorite. Went real crazy with this guy and painted that whole background. I'm not a huge fan of this book, but I love Christmas. So I tried to do this repeating pattern. As you can see, did not finish. I tried to do something else in here, but I didn't finish. What is nice about this is they're essentially single-sided because the back, well, there's one I tried to do and didn't finish. The back is just a light pattern, so you can obviously do that if you want to, or you can just ignore it and go really hard on markers and paints and whatever on the front and not worry about bleed through. So then I have a Deborah Muller book, Fairy Merry Christmas. I think it was from now 2 Christmases ago, so not the one that just passed, but the year before that. I've done a few in here too. Well, this is Create Space paper, so markers are nice in here, things like that. These are very cute, but she is obviously very stylized. You can pretty much always recognize if it is a Deborah Muller book, so if you like her art, they're all great. If you don't like her art, don't buy any of them. So that's my advice for that. Nice little town Christmas too. This has all the little mice in their little town, so it's pretty cute. The paper, sometimes the paper feels worse than others, specifically with these black backgrounds. I don't know, maybe just me thing, but I don't know. So I haven't finished anything in there. Christmas Volume 2 and Christmas Coloring Book Volume 1 from Jade Summer. I haven't done anything in Volume 2. I did a few in Volume 1. They're all right. Again, these are with the Create Space paper, which is not the best quality, so who knows. But I think I got this the day it came out, so it was like $2 or $3, so that's always nice. And the images in there are a lot of fun. So there's some example images. Nutcracker art. This was a gift 30 nifty nutcrackers. I'm obsessed with nutcrackers. I collect them, and I only limit myself to one a year because otherwise I would have thousands. But this is interesting because it is very zoomed in views of the nutcrackers. So I'm kind of medium about this. I like the idea of it, but they all are kind of similar because it's so zoomed in. I almost wish each page had a full nutcracker, but it will still be fun. There they all are. And finally, Christmas Whimsy. Creative Haven has a few whimsy books, and this one is, or what the whimsy books are different pictures made up of words that are associated with it. So let's go to a good one. So that's a picture of Santa. So it says bowl full of jelly, stockings, magic, ho ho ho. And I really love the idea of these. Again, I got this at the end of last season and didn't get to color in it yet, but I very much look forward to this and actually have a few more of these on my wish list. I like them a lot. Okay, I have another random stack next to me. Oh, here's my sequel to The Night Before Christmas. I have the 90s. This was another gift. This is actually what got me back into wanting to adult color. I've always loved coloring my whole life. I never stopped coloring. But obviously, for a while, there was no official adult coloring. There were always like Creative Haven books around, things like that. Then Joanna Bastard came out. I was like, yes, I'm excited. Let's do it. And I got her books, and they were so incredibly detailed that I was very turned off. So this book is where I actually let myself just do what I want. So on this page, that's all I colored. You know what I mean? And this really, really helped me enjoy the act of coloring again. But yes, so this was from Amazon, and it is called Color the 90s, and I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with the 90s. I can't stop being all about the 90s. So I've done a whole bunch of random little bits on all of these, and actually I used my scented markers, and the whole book still smells really good. So there's that. This was a gift from Samuel, and it is Jim Shore's Angels. I love Jim Shore. I collect his Disney figurines. I love his angels also. I want to start collecting them, but again, I can't collect everything I like, or I would need 2 or 3 more houses to put all this stuff in. So this definitely helps me not need to collect these. I've done a few in here. I just love his style, and all the angels are so nice. So this is almost a Christmas book, except there are different angels for all different holidays and seasons. So Mer World Problems. This was another gift. Can you believe it? I realize I'm saying that this is a gift and like making a big deal out of it, but I was actually talking about all the gifts in my last video. So I get a lot of coloring gifts because that's predominantly what I ask for. So a lot of my stuff has been gifts. So Mer World Problems is one of those sassy adult coloring books, and it's just so funny. There's never enough thingamabobs and too many dinglehoppers. And I've actually been coloring in these with crayons because, again, this is one of my very early ones. So fish are friends and food. It gets awkward. So these are really funny. Keeping up with latest fashions. You have to leave the Sea Kingdom to get tacos. So I really enjoy this. This artist has a few different funny ones. Theo Nicole Lorenz. Unicorns Are Jerks. She has like fat people in space. She has a few funny ones. So recommend that if you like funny coloring. Color your own classic movie posters. This one was really cool. I think this is also Dover. Yeah, this is a Dover book. And as it says, Marty Noble. Is that a lady or a man? I don't know. But they are big in Dover and Creative Haven, so they got good stuff. But I like this. It has the poster. I did one. So it has the posters, and then it has the official ones, so you can copy them if you want or do what you want if you want. And it's nice. Some of these movies I've never seen, and some of them obviously are beloved movies. So I kind of plan on like watching the movie and then coloring the poster. So it has them on the front and the back. Love Singing in the Rain. So that's a nice one. This one is one I did not know I owned, and I found it recently, and I was like, huh, and I don't think anything's done in here, so that's something. This is Creative Haven Lotus Designs. This is super detailed. I definitely just got this at Michael's probably 10 years ago, and then put it away with other notebooks and just found it. So yeah. Doodlers Anonymous. I got this from Book Outlet. If you, especially in the United States and Canada, I think they ship to, they sometimes have a lot of good coloring books on there for good deals. Like they have the romantic country books usually, some of my favorite. So this is Doodlers Anonymous, and every page is by a different artist. So it's all very, very different styles. And there's my guided in there. That's a fun one. I'm talking about these way too much. Get ready for a very long video. Okay. Are these all in order that I can just pull all of them? Yes, we're going to combine some. These are my Julia Rivers coloring books. Julia Rivers is like Jade Summer in the fact that she is not necessarily the artist. I don't know if she even exists, to be honest, but it's like the publishing group that makes the coloring books. So these artists are Ronnie C. Pios, Forest Diver. So Fairy Tale Doodle Adventures. A lot of these are like Disney knockoff. I don't know if it's knockoffs. Disney inspired characters, and they're very doodly. What's weird about this one is, as you can kind of see, it's very reflective. So I don't know if it's just different paper or different ink, but very doodly and detailed. Fantastic World of Brothers Grimm. It's all fairy tales. What I like about this one a lot is it tells you what the fairy tales are in the back. So if you're not sure what you're looking at, there's a little cheat sheet. So there's that one. Guardians of the Enchanted Forest. Very detailed. Very leafy. Lots of leaves. I really loved this one, and I want to do this again, where I just outlined everything. I thought that came out really cool. And You Are Made of Stars. This is, I think, my only quote book and inspirational quotes. I'm not huge into inspirational quotes, but I kind of wanted to dabble in it to see if it actually boosted confidences and things like that. So, whew, okay. And then I have Winter Dreamlings by Edwina McNamee. She comes out with Dreamlings for all different seasons and multiples for all the seasons. So I got the winter one. Very cute. There's two of each, one with a black background and one without a black background. This is when I was trying to learn how to use my markers. Not great. Didn't come out the best, but it's fun to try. And again, there's two of each, so I can just try again harder on the other bear. So, Winter Dreamlings. And my last stack that's here is my small book stack. I have two of my favorite books that terrify me. The Thomas Kinkade Dream Collection, the Disney Dreams. This book is gorgeous, and this is all I've done. Basically, it has his artwork on the left side and then the page for you to do on the right side. And it's so beautiful and so intimidating, especially since he used oil paints and you're going to probably use color pencils. So you're not going to get exact, but I'm going to try. So that's my attempt so far. But whew. Okay, and then Forest Girl. I was desperate for this one. This is another one where their artwork is on one side and for you to do is on the other. And again, this is all I've done in this book. So I'm trying so hard to be exact. I don't know. I just got to jump in and go for it because the artwork itself is so pretty that no matter what I do to it, I think it'll still be beautiful. So there's actually a second volume of this that's out that it is not. I found this on Amazon, and a lot of people had to buy it from Japan. There's a second volume that so far is only in Japan, but it's actually on watercolor paper, so I'm pretty tempted to get it, but I think I have to at least finish one page in here first, if that makes sense. And then finally in this stack is the Millions collection. So I got 1,000,000 Bears and 1,000,000 Dogs. I just got 1,000,000 Dogs off of Book Outlet for like $2, so I have nothing done in there yet. But I've done a few in 1,000,000 Bears. This was one of, again, the first books I got when I decided to get back into the hobby. I went to Barnes & Noble, and this was one of the ones they had in stock. So it's just cute. And bears. And I love the bears. They're great. So she's actually coming out with 2 or 3 new ones, at least 2, but possibly 3, that I definitely want a few of them. She's coming out with sloths and unicorns. That might be it for now, but more are coming. I definitely want sloths. Looks really cute. There's also cats and owls, but I do not like cats or owls. So I just have these two. But, alright, I'm going to grab another stack and be right back. Okay, stack 2. I have my Kirby Rosanes. I only have 2, and that's okay with me. I have Anamorphia, which I'm pretty sure I've done nothing in. Again, this one came from Book Outlet, so it was probably $3 to $5, and I just grabbed it. And I have Mythomorphia, which I have done tons in. I actually use my watercolors in here, and I love it. My goal is to finish this book, and I have not yet, but I would like to. But as you can see, this is very well loved, so I like that guy. Then I have Mermaids in Paradise, which was a gift from Samuel. I think I've only done the one in here. These are single-sided, which is nice. I'm kind of interested in the gnomes, but the style kind of scares me, so I'm not sure what I'll do about that. Then I have 2 copies of the same book, which is Mosaic Mandala Colored by Number, because the first one on my cruise got waterlogged and it got trashed, and it was so sad. The water bottle leaked in my carrying bag. All my work was washed away. So I got another one because they were very cost efficient and because I was so sad. So I've started these again. Originally I was going to attempt to just go hard and finish this book. I think there's 30 in here and they're a lot of fun. But I'm thinking I might end up saving this because I have another cruise scheduled already. It's not until next February, but as you can see, I have some stuff to hold me over while I wait. Okay, Fairy Shampoo. Again, with the bear book, this is what started it all. I actually found Jen reading with Pug's video of a coloring haul. I had never known that was a thing on YouTube. And I was like, what? And I went out that day to buy this book at Barnes & Noble. So I love this book. I have a bunch done in here. That one I have almost finished. But I just think it's so cool. I love the idea of it being fairies. Oh, it has the code in the back. And see, those are all the ones I did. Because for fairies, you can really be as ridiculous as you want. And sometimes I have trouble coloring things in the different colors than what they're supposed to be. So like I have trouble doing grapes in orange because there's no orange grapes, you know what I mean? So with fairies, who knows what color they are? They can be anything. So I love this book a whole bunch. I think they still sell them at Barnes & Noble's, but I would look out for that one. Then I want to say this is Menuet de Bonheur. I don't know how to pronounce that. Haven't colored anything in here. I'm terrified. This is all the adorable animals. The second one is Rhapsody in the Forest. But they're so cute. And I'm afraid of it, so that's fun for me. Got that one. I have Fairy Miracles, another one that I was afraid of for a good long time, Clara Markova. I attempted to do this page and then hated how it was coming out, and I never came back. So there's tons of pages. I ended up finishing that one. There's tons of pages in here, and they're all essentially single-sided too, because the back just has a little doodad for you to write your date and maybe if you want to title it. And obviously then if you get anything that goes through, it's not a huge loss. There's probably like 5 or 10 different designs on the back. So maybe you want to do those though. It's nice to practice over there. You can come up with color combinations, things like that. This is Clara Markova's 3rd book. This is a fun one, and it's going to make a lot of crinkle noises. Whoa, that's some glare. I got on our Carnival cruise. It is a coloring book frame, and it has all these pages in there. I haven't even taken this out, as you can see. I was excited to have this because I love pictures too, so I was like, oh, I'm just going to shove a picture in there. This picture, though, is actually the cover of the book. I thought it was like a frame and then the book. No, they're all attached. So we'll have to see when I get to this. But I really love, let's see if I can find it, this one with all the ships stacked up. I don't know why, but this was cute. And I think, does it have a price? $10. Not bad as a souvenir from our trip. Okay, I have Jade Summer Chibi Girls. I had volume 1. And I had done like 5 or 6 pages in it. And then she came out with the combined one. So I bought that and I gave volume 1 to my friend. So this book actually has nothing done in it. But, you know, now I have it. Volume 1 and 2 again. The other book had 2 copies of each page. And this only has 1. But again, I don't need to. I'm rarely going to do two. I don't know. So there's that one. Got to start that again. I have one Spark book, Sea Life Designs. I like to bring this on cruises too because of sea animals. This has a lot of cute stuff in there. Look at the cute fish. And it's nice, easy patterns, which, again, I bring this and then I use my twistable crayons. So, I got another phone call. Okie dokie. So, this is Fadorables, Sweet and Simple by Selena Fenich. I love this book. It has two of everything, and I very much use this book to test different medias. So, you've definitely seen this in coloring chats before. Those are some markers, ink tents, colored pencils, gel pen. This is all with my pearlescent watercolors. So I love to test in here because the pictures are just as they say, sweet and simple. Then I have Hippie Animals, which I've done a color and chat with this too, which I will show you. Maybe. There he is. I use a lot of gel pen in this. And colored pencils. So this has some tips and techniques in the front, and some of the pages have examples and the color palette they used. Obviously, you can do whatever you want, but if it bothers you to have this on the same page, wouldn't recommend it, but this is actually perforated, so you could rip this bottom half right off. And yeah, there you go. Okay, now we are into my Candalyn collection. I have every book Candalyn has put out. I'm very sad to say I did not order her artist book that was on Kickstarter. I kind of regret it, but also I have them all, so it's hard. I don't know. I have the steampunk special version of Victorian Darlings. Nope, steampunk Darlings. Why would this be Victorian Darlings? It's obviously steampunk. Sorry, I apologize. But I found this in Michael's and decided to get this instead because it has 15 exclusives in here. So I haven't done anything in this. This is very new to me. But excited to do something in there. Then this is her newest book, Mythical Maidens, and I love it so much. This is quite possibly my favorite of hers. I hate to say that because I love them all, but I love this one a whole heckin' ton. I already did two in here, but I'm going to show you my gnome. Ooh, my post-it fell down. There's my gnome. So you'll see this in my wrap-up soon too. And then I did this pretty lady. My post-its won't stick because of the... Yeah, do you see how I painted that background? And it's very shiny. But yeah, love this so much. There's two of each, and this is just amazing. So if you can only buy one Candalyn, that's silly. Buy them all. But this is a really good one. I have... Whoa! They're falling in the background. Okay. I have Maui Mermaids. I've done a few in here. I'm not going to flip through these all because, again, who has time for that? Victorian Darlings, Mermaids, Fairies, and Other Girls of Whimsy, Enchanted Faces. This one is very much, I'm sorry, I lied already, a lot zoomed in compared to some of the other ones. So this would be great to practice hair and skin tone because, bam, Sweet and Simple. I Dream in Color. This one's a little different because it's an inspirational journey coloring book. So she has a nice poem in the front, and then they are all nice quotes. And then in the back, she has some different journaling type prompts. So it's definitely different, but it's something maybe you're interested in. I have Tattoo Darlings. I really enjoy that one. And then my favorite officially are probably Enchanted Halloween and A Whimsy Girl's Christmas. I've done so many in here. And of course, last but not least, is Fairy Tale Princesses. Super love this one too. This one is incredibly detailed though, and she even came out with a beginner's version, which was just simpler backgrounds, for example. So maybe the tree wouldn't be back here. But so definitely, I love these so much. They're so pretty. I really like her style. So, okay, that's that stack. Let me go grab another stack. I got the last stack. These are the big boys. Some of my absolute favorite coloring books are in this stack. And a lot of these aren't even going to fit on screen. So, let's get to it. This is a newer one for me. The Disney ABC... Abecedary. I don't know how to say it. It's alphabet. The Disney alphabet. This is a French coloring book. that I got from Amazon France, and I absolutely love it. Each letter is a different Disney character with that corresponding name. Some of them don't match up because their names are in French, so that always makes me laugh. For instance, where's my girl at? Of course, I'm not going to be able to find it now that I would like to. Yeah, Snow White starts with B in France, so there we go. I've done one in here. I don't know if I should give you... Ooh, there he is. I love it so much. So, looking forward to working in that more. And then possibly my favorite book. Sorry, I hit my monopod. Let's see if I can calm that down. Is this guy. Another French Disney book. Disney Vitraux, which I've been told means stained glass. This book is huge and it is gorgeous. I love it. I'm addicted. I want to do every page, but these pages take me forever. I've done 3 so far. There was my first one. So we'll just look at that. So pretty. Everyone I see working in this is so talented. It's intimidating, but I love it. I love it. Yes. Then my current obsessions are these guys. These are 101 and 100 mandalas from Camelia Angelkova. These are from Amazon. These are so cost effective. If you want to get into mandalas at all, buy these books. I think that one of them is like $8 and one of them is $6.50. It's amazing. You get so much in here. I bought this one first and I'm really glad I did because this one has tons of different styles of mandala in here. So they have some round ones, they have some different shapes, they have some different styles of like inking ones and pylons and fruit and Celtic and geometric hearts and squares. A whole bunch are in here, and I'm glad I got this first because I got to try out the different styles, and that led me to believe I really love the round ones the best. So I got this one second. I'm still going to do these and enjoy them, but for me, what makes them quick and mindless and easy is just being able to repeat the pattern in that circle, and it's harder to do with the different shapes, but I'm so happy to have them both. This one, a little sneak peek, I've just been doing them in order, and I've been going crazy. I've probably done 15 mandalas this month, so look for my wrap up if it's not out already. I don't know how long it's going to take me to put this video up. Okay, then I have the romantic country books. I love these so much. Some of my favorite. I really desperately wish that Erie's new coloring books would come out in the United States so I don't have to order from Japan because I hate paying shipping because Amazon US has spoiled me. But these are beautiful, beautiful books. I don't know. I love them so much. So I have all 3. Romantic Country, A Second Tale, and The Third Tale. If I'm being honest, The Second Tale is probably my least favorite of the 3. So if you can't get all 3, skip that one. But try to get all 3. So, and at least, let's see, 2 of these I got from Book Outlet for very, very cheap. So I think they're still there if you're interested. Okay, my other favorites, and one I did order overseas for, is Fairy Tales and Sagor Oxagner by Emily Oberg. Oh my gosh, I can't. I'm blown away by this style. It is possibly my favorite coloring book again. I'm saying that a lot for this stack, but this is definitely a high contender. I just love it. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just gorgeous. And again, every page I've seen done, like on Instagram, whatever, they always come out beautiful. I was one of the people that emailed the publisher to get this book to come back, and I ordered the day it did, and I love it so much. And I'm trying to like go in order. So, I did that. I don't have my fixative spray yet, so this isn't set, so I just put this in there to protect it. And I did one in the middle, again, just protecting it with a tissue, but I love this book so much. And I can't wait to do every page in there. So, all right, now we're up to the big boys. All of these books are too big to fit on my normal shelves, so they sit on top. First, I have 2 Color It books. I have Colorful Expressions, and Colors of the Decades. Both of them were gifts. Both have 50 pages in them, and I love them both. So this one is a lot of puns and just sayings. If they were pictures, how do I flip through? So like, it's raining cats and dogs. And I don't know what all of them mean. Now that I'm looking through, I'm like, what do any of them mean? The elephant in the room. There's a lot of funny ones in there. So I really like that one. And then this one is the decades, and I'm terrified of coloring in it because this has a lot of details. So I have no finished pages, but it goes everywhere from the 50s to the 2000s and shows a bunch of stuff about those decades, like the fashion and just styles of those decades. So really enjoy both of those. They're both top bound, which is nice. And of course, again, so close to the end, and my dog is going to start barking. We almost made it, Noodles. We almost made it. Okay, this big boy. Whew. This is Fantastic Collections by Steve McDonald. There's multiple fantastic books. This is the only one I have. But these are just very detailed, very repetitive, very cool collections of things. So, dinosaur collection, horse collection, robots, butterflies. I haven't done a page in here yet, but I just thought this was super cool. So, for a while, I was really into patterns. I picked this one up, but now I'm kind of not into patterns at this moment, but I'm sure I'll go back to being into patterns, and then it will be waiting for me. I have Color Quest. This is another huge, huge, huge book. Here's my Hannah Lynn still out to compare. It's a big boy. So this is color by number, and it's all different shapes. I've done a bunch in here, and I really have a bunch more to do that I'm excited to do. So, of course, I'm flipping to ones that aren't there. I've done a bunch, I swear. There's a turtle work in progress. I really went crazy in this book a few months ago, and I did like 6 pages in a month. So one day I will finish this also. There are 2 others in the series that I will also be needing to get soon. So there's that one. And then finally, the books you've seen before if you've ever been to my channel. I'm just going to throw them all up here together. Ugh. It is the Disney, oh, there's my light. The Disney color by number French coloring books. These are also big mamas. So again, compared to a standard size Hannah Lynn book, they're about an inch or 2 taller, which makes sense because the bottom of each page has the color key. So this is them. I love them so much. What I love about these books, especially, well, okay. What I love about these books is they have characters in them that we just don't get in coloring books, especially here in the United States. Obviously, they're in the French ones, so they get them, but there's such a variety. There's movies that never are represented in these books, and I just love it so much because I'm a huge Disney fan. So that's Optical Illusions Volume 2 and Volume 1. I've done tons in all of these. I'm just kind of trying to show you because I want you to see the random characters that are in here. Fear, of course, I don't know. Okay, babies, it's a little bit different. This is circle style, or what would this be? Pixelated. So these are like circle pixels, and then this is circle style, which I can't think of the name of them. Quirkles, that's the name of them. So that's those. Also, again, if you saw my last video, I wrote these on my hands to show you the gel pens. But now if you're just seeing this video, you're like, what? But that's what those were. Okay, babies. I have Pixar. I have Mickey, Donald and Company. I have all Les Grands Classiques. So Volume 5, Volume 4, Volume 3, Volume 2, and Volume 1. I am obsessed with these books. There's also a version. These all have 100 pages each. So this stack right here is 1,000 Disney pictures. Amazing. There's also one that is just different cats and felines. I did not buy that one because I'm not the biggest fan of cats, but if you are, look into that one. Rumor has it Volume 6 and 7 are both coming out in 2019. I'm going to have to look into those, and I just love them. So I have enough Disney pages to last a lifetime, but I try to do at least a few of these every single month, and I love them. I love them. Okay. So I think that's a pretty good note to end on. This is my whole collection. I don't really have plans of anything coming up besides the next few volumes. But I don't really like to buy one at a time because shipping is so expensive. So I'll probably just be making another Amazon France purchase closer to the end of the year, maybe near my birthday in November. We shall see. And maybe more mandalas if I do really good in those books. I don't know. I'm always on the lookout for new stuff, aren't we all? So this has been my entire collection. I want to say when I last counted, it was very near 80 books. So not that bad. Some people have hundreds. Some people don't have very many at all. But I think I'm in the happy medium, and it's definitely a good amount for me. And I'm looking forward to continuing to color all day, every day. Yes. Living the dream. No. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you like this video, what you want to see from me next. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.